wake up in the morning, you open TikTok, you scroll your feed only to find it full of looks maxing advice that's risky, expensive, or just pure BS. And look, I get it. It can be confusing. What if you just gave it a try? What if for just 7 days, you tried everything to look your best? Look, if you're like me and you're curious, I built a 7-day looks maxing plan that actually works and gets results fast, and it's also not dangerous. Day 1. You're gonna use your whitening strips in the shower. I'm never going to the dentist to professionally whiten my teeth ever again because I just use this trick at home and I get the same results as the dentist and save myself $500. Because the fastest way for you to look more sexually attractive to other women is by you whitening your teeth. And look, this is not just your older brother telling you this. This is direct science. So if you actually want girls to talk to you, grab yourself a $20 box of whitening strips and go to the shower. But first, don't just grab any whitening strips. I want you to read the back of the box. It needs to have at least 5% hydrogen peroxide. What the dentists use to professionally whiten your teeth is the same ingredient, hydrogen peroxide, but it's concentrated at 40%. The whitening strips you buy use the exact same hydrogen peroxide, but at a lower concentration. So if you want to achieve the same whitening results as a dentist's office, I want you to apply a whitening strip before you step into the shower. Then do your normal shower routine just like you normally would, and I want you to do this for 7 days in a row. The peroxide will start to remove surface stains and start to penetrate deeper layers every single day. That's what dentists do, but with 40% hydrogen peroxide, all you're doing is stretching it out across 7 days. And when you do the trick of applying it before stepping in the shower, it makes sure that you stay consistent and committed to actually see results. And if there's a mess, you just wash it away. Now, out of all 7 days, it's important that you start with this looks maxing ritual because it will take 7 days to have an incredible transformation. With that white smile, will instantly make you look more attractive, just like I promised. And now we have 6 more days for this week to completely change your look. Day number 2, you're gonna grow your hair like a plant. If you're not hair maxing, you're significantly lowering your attractiveness. Anytime you see a TikTok about a girl talking about her favorite features on a guy, they always have hair on the top of that list. And yet, it's the one thing that we all lose and you're not protected. So if you wanna take your hair from this to this, you need to understand how hair loss actually happens. And I'm gonna explain it to you in the easiest way possible with a house plan. Then I'm gonna show you how to reverse it step by step with a system specifically made for you, depending on where you are on the Norwood scale. So imagine your hair being a house plant. The leaves are the hair that you see, the soil is your scalp, and the roots are your hair follicles. Most guys, when they see their plants start to die, they do the same thing. They dump fertilizer and water, hoping it grows back. That would be your minoxidil, your GHKCU, your serums, your oils. And even I've told you to use this as well, but it's wrong if you don't understand this one concept. The thing killing your plants, it's mold. More specifically, a hormonal mold called DHT. DHT attaches to the roots of your plants and starts eating them slowly. But here's the problem. This is actually a good thing. This is why you have a deep voice, why you grow a beard, and even helps your pee-pee length during development, why you feel like a man. You don't want to kill this off completely and end up with a micro. But if you just leave it there, this mold or DHT will bind to the roots of your plant and start eating at it. And that's why we all experience hair loss. So the solution? You can reduce the mold level with products like finasteride or dutasteride, or you can block it from ever binding to the roots of the plant with a patented and new ingredient called KX826 from Kintor. For me, I prefer the blocking method because this one has gone through stage 3 trials in China and stage 2 trials here in America and has seen clinical results. It also blocks DHT locally at the follicle, almost putting like a cover around it so DHT cannot bind to it, meaning that your DHT levels stay healthy. You keep your beard, your sex drive, your gym strength, and even your hair. Now, once you've done that, then you can apply your growth actives like your minoxidil, GHKCU, or microneedling. So here's exactly your next steps, depending on where you are on the Norwood scale. If you're in Norwood 1 or 2, this means you have early thinning. So you want to start with a mild DHT blocker. I'm going to recommend the KX826 from Kintor. It's the one I use. I know it works. Clinically backed. You can get it on Amazon. If you're Norwood 3 or 4, you have visible recession and crown loss. You definitely need a DHT blocker. Again, the KX826 works for that. But then you need a strong active to regrow that lost hair, like minoxidil 5%. Now, if you're Norwood 5 and 6, you have advanced hair loss. For you, start with a DHT blocker, KX826, then add microneedling. needle. Then add a strong active like minoxidil 5%. And finally stack on a peptide like GHKCU. The point is, anytime you start seeing hair loss, don't just run and crush your DHT. Apply a blocker that will prevent it from binding to your hair follicle so your hair can keep growing. Day 3. Mewing 2.0. The difference between your face and the face of a supermodel, it's not genetics or surgery, it's tongue posture. You heard of mewing before and you've probably even tried it, but you're most likely doing it wrong. Because if you still have to think about your tongue and its posture, it's not working. This is mewing 2.0, which locks your tongue into the correct position automatically. So even as I sleep, my tongue is always at the roof of my mouth. So here's what you're gonna do. First, I want you to find a flat wall and stand against it. Second, you're gonna smile as wide as you can. Third, you're gonna say the letter T and hold the tongue on that exact spot. Now, you're gonna smile again, keep your eyes wide open, and then swallow your spit. Your tongue should move towards the back of your mouth into a little small concave on the roof of your mouth. That is where your tongue belongs. Now, you're gonna feel the tongue suction up against the roof of your mouth, but here's the key. It's not the tip of your tongue that sticks up there. It's the back third of your tongue. Now, I just want you to force yourself to do this exercise and hold the tongue there for about 20 minutes a day. By day 2 to 3, your tongue is gonna lock into the position and you're gonna notice subconsciously that it's just always sitting on the roof. Now, day 4, burn fat without dieting. If you look like this, or this, I'm gonna show you what to do for each body type so you can transform yourself. Look like this. You see, 2 skinny fat guys, they wanna fix their body. So Monday morning comes. The first guy, he hits the treadmill, tells himself the cardio will burn fat and the sweating is a good thing. The second guy trains a push day. He starts with incline dumbbell press, 4 sets of 10 reps for the upper chest. Then he moves on to lateral raises, 4 sets by 15 for broader shoulders. Then he moves on to dips, 3 sets of 12 for triceps and the lower chest. These will build the shape on top for his chest, shoulders, and arm. At night, they both go to sleep and rest. Now comes Tuesday. The first guy, he skips breakfast. He'll eat a salad during lunch because he thinks no food equals fat loss. But he's still soft, he still has no definition, and he can't take his shirt off. The second guy, he decides to run a pull day. He does seated rows, 4 sets of 12 to build the upper back. He then moves to lat pull down, 4 sets of 10 reps to build the width of his back. And finally, he does hammer curl, 3 sets of 15 that targets his biceps and his forearm. This makes his upper body look bigger, making his waist look smaller. They both go to sleep happy thinking they're making a change, but then comes Wednesday. The first guy, he rests today. He skips legs. His legs are skinny and he's thinking, yo, nobody even sees them under my pants, so why even bother? The second guy, he hits leg. He does goblet squat, 4 sets of 15 to target the glutes and the quads. He then does single leg extension, 3 sets by 12 to fix any imbalances. Then he does leg curls, 3 sets by 15 for his hamstring. This adds shape to the lower part of his body. They both go to sleep thinking they've had a productive week. But then comes Friday. The first guy, he checks his body in the mirror. He's still flat, soft, no definition. Nothing has changed. He thinks it's bad genetics and he's blaming metabolism. The second guy, he starts measuring progress in width and shape of his body, and he can literally see the muscle starting to build up, giving him that V shape without even having to lose any fat. The fat will start to vanish without the dieting. Day 6, reduce belly side with just a wall. I've heard this all the time. I work out all the time, but I still don't look good. Am I cooked? You're not cooked. You're just crooked. The problem is not how you work out. It's your posture. You fix this and it's gonna look like you gained 10 pounds of muscle overnight. To test and see if it is your posture, I want you to find a flat wall and stand up against it. If your belly sticks out like this and your back is arched like this, it means that your spine is not aligned. So find a couch or a chair. Place the top part of your foot on the couch and make the knee touch the floor. Place your front leg in a 90-degree angle. Then push your hips forward and hold for 10 seconds. Then repeat with the other leg. This will stretch your adduct, allowing your spine to shift back into place and making your belly flatter in seconds. Day number 7, replace your skin with one natural product. The best skin product will only cost you $5. It comes from volcanoes and it will solve all your skin problems. And I'm gonna prove this to you with a glass of water. Imagine this glass of water is the pore in your skin. I'm gonna grab some charcoal to represent all the gunk, oil, and bacteria that's clogging your pore. I'm gonna add it to the water. I'm gonna mix it in because this is what you're walking around inside all of your pores. It's disgusting. Now, I'm gonna grab our $5 ingredient, which is bentonite clay. And And I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon inside of this dirty water. Mix it for a few seconds and just let it sit. You're gonna see in real time the clay begin to bind to all the dirt inside that water or the pour and start pulling it downward. Bentonite clay is negatively charged, which means it's gonna bind to positively charged toxins, such as the oil and bacteria that's inside the pores of your skin, and pull that out. This is a science-based skin detox method. So all you have to do is grab a tablespoon of bentonite clay, a little bit of water, and once it's pasty, you're gonna apply it as a mask and let it sit for 15 minutes. Similar to the water cup, within minutes, it's gonna start pulling out all that gunk from your pores. Once you wash it in the first use, your skin will feel incredible.